The question is, Rohit invested rupees 9,600 on rupees 100 shares at rupees 20 premium, paying 8% dividend. Rohit sold the shares when the price rose to rupees 160. He invested the proceeds, excluding dividend, in 10% rupees 50 shares at rupees 40. Find first one, original number of shares. Second, sale proceeds. Third, new number of shares. And fourth, change in the two dividends. So here, Rohit is investing rupees 9,600 in company A. The face value of the shares is rupees 100 and the market value is at 20 rupees premium. So for company A, market value is face value plus premium, which is 100 rupees plus 20 rupees 120. So to find the number of shares of this company, number of shares is given by investment divided by market value of one share. So the investment is 9,600 divided by 120 rupees market value. So in reducing this, we get number of shares as 80. Now we need to find the change in two dividends. So let us first calculate the annual dividend in company A. So in company A, annual dividend, which is paying 8% dividend, will be rate of dividend on face value times number of shares. So that is 8 upon 100 into face value 100 into number of shares 80. So in reducing this, we get annual income of company A is rupees 640. The question says that Rohit sold his shares when price rose to rupees 160. So selling price will be rupees 160 into number of shares 80. So which gives rupees 12,800. So this selling price of shares of company A is invested in another company. So we call this term selling price as sell proceeds. The question says it is excluding dividend, so we are not adding rupees 640. So in company 2, in company B, his investment will be the selling price of shares of company A, which is rupees 12,800. Now in company B, the market value is rupees 40. So new number of shares, that is shares of company B, will be given by 12,800 divided by 40. So that is equal to 320 shares. This is answer number C. This was answer number B. The annual income from second company, annual income equals to 10% of 50 rupees. Company is paying 10% dividend of face value 50 rupees into number of shares purchased, that is 320. So if you reduce this 50 and 2, 2 and 160. So annual income from company 2, annual income from company 2 is rupees 1600. The fourth question was to find the change in annual dividend. To find the change in annual dividend, we can see that company A annual dividend of was rupees 640, and in company B annual dividend is rupees 1600. So the change in annual income is 1600 subtract 640, which is rupees 960. And you can see that change is of which type? The annual income is getting more. So rupees 960 is the change in annual income is increase of rupees 960. The question is, a man bought 360 rupees 25 shares, paying a dividend of 12% per annum. He sold them when price rose to rupees 40 and invested the proceeds in rupees 50 shares, paying 10% dividend and quoted at rupees 60. Find the change in annual income. So again here we are given for company A, number of shares is 360, face value is 25, company is paying 12% dividend. So annual income in company A is rate of dividend on face value times number of shares. So that is 12 upon 100 into 25 into 360. And simplifying this, we get 3 times 360, that is rupees 1080. Now, he sold them when the price rose to 40 rupees. So, selling price of the shares of company A will be 40 times number of shares 360. So 40 times 360 is rupees 14,400. Now this is invested in second company. So this becomes sell proceed. So in company B, investment will be rupees 14,400. The market value for company B is rupees 60. So from this we can calculate number of shares purchased for company B. That is investment 14,400 divided by market value 60. On reducing this, 616240. So 240 shares are purchased for company B, which is paying 10% dividend and face value is rupees 50. So annual income from company B, is rate of dividend on face value, that is 10% of 50 into number of shares, that is 240. On reducing this, we get 50 to 120. So we get annual income of rupees 1200. Now to find the change in annual income, in company A, annual income is 1080 and in company B, annual income is 1200. So change in annual income is the difference, which is 1200 minus 1080, which is equal to rupees 120. And you can see that annual income is increasing. So the change of rupees 120 is increase in annual income by rupees 120. The question is, Vivek invests rupees 4,500 in 8% rupees 10 shares at rupees 15. He sells the shares when the price rises to rupees 30 and invests the proceeds in 12% rupees 100 shares at rupees 125. Calculate the sale proceeds, the number of rupees 125 shares he buys, the change in his annual income, and percentage increase on his return on his original investment. So here for company A, investment is rupees 4,500, which is paying 8% dividend. Face value is 10 rupees and market value is 15 rupees. So first thing we can calculate is number of shares. So number of shares will be investment divided by market value, which is 4,500 divided by 15. It gives 300 shares. And the annual income from company A, annual income, which is D% of face value, D% of face value into number of shares. So that gives 8 upon 100 into face value 10 into number of shares 300. So on reducing this, we get rupees 240. So annual income from company A is rupees 240. Now he sells the shares when price rises to rupees 30. So selling price will be rupees 30 into number of shares 300, rupees 9,000. And this is invested in company B. So sale proceeds sale proceeds will be rupees 9,000, which is the selling price of company A and investment in company B. So this is invested in company B. The market value of shares of company B is 125. So number of shares of second company will be investment 9,000 divided by market value 125, which gives 25 9 into 8 72 shares. So he bought 72 shares of rupees 125. So this is answer B. Now the annual income in company B. Annual income, the second company is paying 12% on rupees 100. So 12% of rupees 100 face value into number of shares 72. So reducing this, we get rupees 864. So company 1 annual income is 240. Company B annual income is rupees 864. So the change in annual income change in annual income is 864 minus 240, that is rupees 624, and the annual income is getting more. So the change is increase of rupees 624 in annual income. The fourth question is we have to find the percentage increase on his return on original investment. So increase in his return is 624 and original investment is 4,500. So percentage increase on his original investment will be the increase in annual income 624 divided by original investment, which is 4,500 into 100. On reducing this, we get 208 upon 15, which is 13 upon 15%. So approximately 14% of increase from his original investment.